Welcome to the Epic Dad Show. This is your host, Fraser Cameron, and coming to you on a beautiful sunny day here in France. The kids are back at school after a couple of weeks school holiday. So I'm back into the daily fantastic journey that is my work. I still did some work during the school holidays, but a little bit less because I wanted to enjoy as much time with them as possible. So look, there's a house next door. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. The house next door is having some foundations laid. They're doing some work on the foundations, driving some stuff into the ground. And it's a fantastic metaphor for life, right? Like if your foundations aren't right, it doesn't matter what you build on top, it will eventually come crumbling down, right? And we see all the amazing structures in the world first have their foundations sorted. All the amazing things that we look at with wonder and go, wow, that's amazing, all have strong foundations on which they're built. And the same is very, very true of us, right? We need really, really strong foundations in order to build something special on top. If we don't have the strong foundations, then the first sign of trouble, everything comes crumbling down. So for me, the foundations that are fundamental are the why, the what, and the who, right? The how is what goes on top. The how is what it looks like, right? But the why, the what, and the who. The what you want to do and why you want to do it. So that purpose, that why underpins it. What it is you want it to look like and who it is you truly are, right? So you've heard me talk about superpowers, you've heard me talk about purpose, and you've heard me talk about missions, right? And that's what this is all about. Those fundamental foundations form the core, form the basis of everything that you build on top. And if you don't get those right, if you don't put the effort in and the energy in to sort those, then you won't ever be able to build anything epic on top. You won't be able to build layer upon layer of awesomeness, right? You'll be limited by the fact there's no foundation. So you will doubt it. You will second guess it. You will be racked with fear. You'll stay stuck in your comfort zone. So just like the people next door who are doing some significant renovations to the house, you need to sort your foundations. If you want to take a leap, if you want to create something epic, if you want to build something, if you want to do more, if you want to push yourself, right, sort the foundations first. Those foundations are literally the building blocks for your life, right? Get those right and you can sustain trouble. You can sustain challenge. You can sustain through the hard times, right? You can keep going. You can persevere and be relentless and persistent and come out the other side. But if your foundations aren't strong, it will crumble, right? And you'll have to start again. And that's when the self-doubt kicks in and the frustration. So the question I ask of you today is, how strong are your foundations? How clear are you on your why, your what, and your who? Do you know your purpose? Do you know what it is you're trying to achieve? And do you know who you are? Tough questions, right? And I know for so long I'd nod my head and say, yeah, of course I do. But the reality was I didn't, right? The reality was I didn't have a powerful why. And I used to pick and choose what's based on what everyone else was doing, right? Based on keeping up with the Joneses, based on wanting to be perceived as being successful. And I certainly didn't know who I was. I used to relate who I was to my job titles or my various roles, right? And that's not who you are. It's part of what you do. So get really clear on purpose, on mission, and an identity. Clear on who you are. And when you set those foundations, you can then really build something phenomenal above it, right? Whether it be travel, whether it be a new business, whether it be relationships, whatever it may be, right? It doesn't matter. Like your potential is limitless, it's endless. But those foundations are fundamental. So just like the guys next door who are drilling and pumping stuff into the ground, they've got a pneumatic pump going at the moment. Work on your foundations. Set them, agree on them, get clear on them, and then infuse them into all that you do. Set that powerful base for building something epic. I will go into a little bit more detail over the next few days as to exactly how you do that, but I want you to be clear on what it is that needs to be done. Definition of purpose, definition of what you want to do, your mission, your goals, and definition of who you are. I'm about to go sit in the sun and enjoy an espresso. Please be truly epic, and I can't wait till we talk again real soon.